So this property here, we actually bought it through a mailer that I sent out. It was basically a vacant house. I drove down the street in this neighborhood and I saw the bushes were overgrown. The grass was about knee high and it looked like no one had been living here for a long time. And you can actually drive around any of these streets and the avenues and you can find properties like this right now. And so I tell him all the time, you get on Deal Machine, that's their app. So we're gonna set you up with that. And you literally can drive any neighborhood that you're just willy-nilly, could be going to lunch or whatever. I used to drive neighborhoods in Orangeburg and find properties. And this was one of them that I had saw, went down the street, marked it, and the Deal Machine app actually ties it to REI Pro software through a Zapier integration. So it automatically will just send it straight over as a new lead. And then what I do is I put it in a marketing campaign and send out a mailer. The mailer is working while I'm out driving more neighborhoods or calling people. So it's like a way that you can kind of get your leads going. And then, so this property, the guy actually inherited it from a gentleman that he was taking care of. And he owned 3 houses. This was one of them. And he said they actually did want to sell it and they had no money to fix it up. It was just been sitting here. He didn't know what he was going to do. And then here I am calling him wanting to buy it. And I said, as is, no inspections, no appraisal contingencies or anything like that. So we just basically created an offer using the REI Pro system to sort of reverse engineer. We run comps in the area. We know exactly what the closing costs would be. We walked it with him just to meet the guy and talk to him and get an idea what the repairs might need to look like. And that's where you have an opportunity to see that the roof needs to be replaced, even though he probably told you that on the phone. Or you need to see that the HVAC is really old, even though he might have told you that earlier. You're just confirming things. But what you're doing is you're building rapport. You know, you kind of try to connect with the person on a one-to-one level. So if someone is telling you that they inherited the property, you don't want to talk down about the real estate. You want to kind of say, oh, it's a really good house, really nice, structurally sound house. It doesn't see I don't really see any foundation cracks, or yeah, it probably needs a new roof, and yeah, it needs this, and we need to get these bushes cleaned up. This was all bushes. You couldn't even get to the sidewalk. There was no sidewalk there. It was just a couple bricks. And you can see the old sidewalk here where we put the septic system in. You know, it went all the way out to the end. So, I mean, this house was just in a situation. That's what we like to say is we don't buy houses, we buy situations. And so we made the offer. He asked for $1,000 extra. We threw it in there because it was still going to work for us because we had a nice little hedge built into the offer. And we ended up buying the house for $86,000.